Coming up on this month's edition of The Now, a look into Naperville North's independent study students, a Husky Sports update, and the German student exchange program. Stay tuned for these stories on The Now. Good morning, Huskies, and welcome back to this month's edition of The Now. I'm Nick Batuzzi.
And I'm Julia Shanahan, and we're here to update you with all of Naperville North's latest news.
At Naperville North, our students work hard in class and out. The independent study program allows students to follow their passions where a class might not necessarily be offered.
Students like junior Brett Kaplan are currently creating projects that go above and beyond classroom expectations. We go to Will Trebshaw for the story.
Thanks, guys. Well, every year we get an opportunity to select our courses for the following year. However, there's one option that is seldom looked at. That is the capstone independent study courses. There is one student, junior Brett Kaplan, who's blazing a trail in that direction. I sat down with Brett to learn more about his independent study in geothermal energy.
Geothermal energy is not as much known as other ones such as like wind, water, but it is a very renewable, also environmentally friendly way of harnessing energy. So that's why I chose to study geothermal energy compared to other energy sources. Right here, this is a hydronic geothermal snow melting system. It's a direct utilization of geothermal energy. And the reason why I kind of chose to make this compared to, let's say, maybe a space heating type model was because I could also bring in like environmental aspects, effects on society. So I could just bring a whole different aspects in when making this hydronic geothermal snow melting system.
Kaplan has endured a process requiring countless hours before, during, and after school, beginning this process as early as the end of last school year. However, this has not distracted him from uncovering the major things he's been looking for the whole way.
How geothermal energy can be beneficial to society is also just as a more prominent energy source. Because it is a great alternative to like wind or water, and it's literally right under our feet. You don't have to wait for a windy day.
Of course, Kaplan has not been entirely on his own. Throughout this school year, Kaplan has received advice and support from his self-proclaimed mentor, science teacher Yvonne John. John, a longtime teacher at NNHS, was happy with just how long and hard Kaplan had been working.
I must say it probably started last spring when Brett came to me and was interested in learning more about geothermal energy and its applications. So we talked last spring. He did work over the summer, investigative work, research work, beginning to gather articles, out of professional journals, and reading those articles to begin to get an idea in terms of exactly what he wanted to do, how he wanted to pursue this, ideas on how he was going to go about engineering some sort of system to be able to test his ideas, his hypothesis.
With all the work necessary for a project of this scale, you would assume that there would be a standard course available. However, this is not the case, at least not yet. John says that there will be a STEM-oriented capstone for the following school year, and she is excited about the college and career opportunities that this will present.
Many of the students who have worked with the independent study with me before have said that it played an important role in their college applications. Even with their interviews for colleges, they had said that the people that they had interviewed with were impressed with that opportunity that they took advantage of.
With the help of Mrs. John, Brett has since completed the experimental portion of his project. He will continue work on a research paper summarizing the events in his experiment that will be presented at the Illinois State Science Symposium later this year. With the addition of a STEM capstone course, it will provide students with a great opportunity to get some real-world experience in these courses, as well as get them prepared for college-level courses of a similar variety. For the North Star, I'm Will Trebshaw. Nick and Julia, back to you.
Thanks, Will. It's impressive to see students taking the opportunity to pursue their interests.
And there are so many other opportunities at Naperville North, such as the German exchange program.
For the first time in years, students in German classes 2 through 4 have gotten the opportunity to write letters back and forth to students in Germany.
We decided to explore this process before the students made the trip from Germany to Naperville. We go to Chris Colai for the story.
Thanks, guys. March 2nd was certainly a special day marked on some NNHS German students' calendars because it marked the arrival of their German exchange students who will be spending the next 3 weeks here in Naperville, learning and adapting to the American ways of life. I sat down with NNHS German instructor Herr Jonathan Justice for more insight on this program.
So there are 16 kids coming from Germany. They have been writing to each other since the winter, I want to say maybe December, January. I match them up based on their interests and those sorts of things to try to find the best possible partner for them. And once the matches are made, they start getting to know each other and talking via Skype or WhatsApp and those sorts of things. Every experience that they have while they're here is something that can be completely different than their life at home. For example, the kids, when they come, they love going to Costco because they don't have anything like that at all, and they see these massive packages of food, and it blows their mind to go to some place like that. And a couple of years ago, some of the students at Central were just raving about White Castle. They thought White Castle was the greatest, and we wouldn't even think anything about it, and just these miniature hamburgers from White Castle, they just thought that was the best. So I tell them, take your German student with you everywhere you go, because what might be boring to you is incredibly exciting and fascinating to them. I think the best thing about it is really bringing all of the things that we've done in class and all the things we've learned about and bringing that to life. I think to really get to know another culture and to get to know another group of people, you really have to experience the life that they live. I think it's just as an experience you can't match with a textbook or a virtual tour online or anything like that.
Junior and German 3 student Sean Quay will be taking in one of these students from Germany and is eager to finally meet up with him and show him around.
Well, my exchange student's name is Martin Sieverding. He lives in Bevern, which is just outside of Quakenbrück in Germany. He, in a lot of ways, is a lot like me. He's pretty, calm and reserved. He plays badminton, video games. He likes running, swimming, stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to hanging out with him because he seems a lot like me. So I think we'll have a good time. He's really looking forward to coming here and experiencing a bigger city. Naperville, we might not realize it, but it's pretty big compared to where he lives. The town he lives in only has a few thousand people. Naperville has 150,000 people, and we get to take him to Chicago, so I'm looking forward to showing him that. I'm very proud of Chicago, so definitely want to show that off to him. He's looking forward to just experiencing American culture, American food, stuff like that, just the way we live.
Then, this June, the tables turn and Sean and his peers will travel to Berlin to spend 3 weeks of their own in Germany.
It's a fantastic opportunity for me to go to Germany. I've never been to Europe before. I'm super excited to see their type of culture and the way they live. Should be very interesting. I think it's a great opportunity for the Germans too to do the same and come here and see how we live. And I'm looking forward to it.
We as a community at Naperville North welcome these German students and are excited to watch them learn and grow in their time spent in our country. We also wish the best for our Huskies traveling to Germany this summer. For the North Star, I'm Chris Colai. Nick and Julia, back to you.
Thanks, Chris. We're looking forward to watch these students have a great learning experience at Naperville North.
We now go to Christian Barzy for our Husky Sports update.
The Huskies boys water polo team has been very successful in years past, having third-place finishes at state in 2013 and 2014. They are currently ranked 7th in state, and we are very excited to see what the future holds. I caught up with some of the guys to talk about the upcoming season.
I think I got a lot of pressure this season because there's a lot of good people at other schools, and we're supposed to win state. We were supposed to win it sophomore year, and they kind of went to 3rd place. So I kind of want to win, and I think other people expect us to win. We got a lot of seniors this year too, like Matt McGee, Riley McDonald, Spencer Wallace. They're our keys to our success, and I got to work hard as well.
There's definitely a little bit of pressure coming to this team. But a lot of the guys, majority of the people on this team are used to playing under that kind of pressure. For playing at other club teams or sectionals to state, they're used to playing under pressure, and I think that will perform well.
Yeah, I say we feel a little bit of pressure, but I think pressure is what's going to make us a better team in the end, because I think we have a lot of guys that will thrive under pressure and hopefully play up to the level that we expect.
We had a couple of good seniors graduate last year, so this year I really want to help create some opportunities in the pool to help our team get a couple goals and win a few games.
I mean, I hate losing. I'm not a big fan. I think we should win sectionals this year. That's my goal.
As a team, I'm hoping that we can beat Naperville Central at the sectional final and move on to the state tournament and do as well as we can there. So.
This year's team will be led by seniors Jack Roach, Spencer Wallace, Matthew McGee, and Riley McDonald, along with juniors John Pettinger and Cole Jacobs. We are very excited for the boys this year. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Christian. That's all for this month's edition of The Now. Be sure to follow the North Star on Twitter and Snapchat, and check out our website for all NNHS updates. From the North Star, this has been Julia Shanahan
And Nick Patuzzi.
Have a great day, Huskies, and we'll see you all next month.